Hello, welcome back. My name is Boetic, and this is episode 12, I think, of my survival series. I've been building some new farms here, and I wanted to show them off a little bit today. This is kind of a precarious place for me to be, so let's jump down and take a look here. Let me make sure I've got my stuff on. And as you can see, I finally found a swamp. So, what else do you do in a swamp? But I guess build a slime farm, because I've been starting to get into more and more of my building some redstone, and slime was just something I was having a lot of trouble finding. So, went ahead and built a slime farm here. It's so I cleared out a big section. There was a little bit of dirt laying around here, but I cleared it out, and in here the redstone torches provide just enough light for only slimes to be able to spawn, and then they're attracted to the iron golem that's in there. And then let's see if I can just break through here real quick. So then I've got a bunch of soul fires down here so that they die pretty quickly. This will spawn 3x3 slimes in here, and so far it's working out really well. Let's get this put back in, and let's come down and just take a look and see. I don't remember. I think I've already grabbed a lot of the slime that was in here, but let's just take a look. Yeah. So under here, minecart picks up the slime balls that sit on top of those campfires, drops them into this chest. I can turn the minecart off so I don't have to worry about it getting stuck when I come in and out. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and kick that on. I'm gonna come up here, and hopefully I can come up here, and it'll become nighttime soon, and I'll just get a little show the farm in action here. It took me forever to find the swamp, or at least a swamp big enough to be able to set this up. I didn't, everybody kind of the go-to for slime farms for a long time was the big hole, dig out a chunk all the way down to 0 in a slime chunk and then build it up. I didn't want to do that this time. I don't need a ton of slime, and this is surprisingly fast. So once I get up to the top here, so the platform here is high enough that the only thing that is within spawnable range is that farm. So it will only spawn slimes. So I can stand up here once it gets dark. It will start to come up, and it looks like it is a full moon, full moon, I guess is what that is. And we'll be able to get a good example here. So let me go ahead and get things set up to where I can show the farm in action. Alright, so now that I have AFK'd for night here, let's just go down there and check it out. I need to make this easier to get to, but that's a future problem. Alright, go down. Alright, let's just see. Yeah, so one night, not a great night for it, but one Minecraft Night gave me, enough slime balls that I don't have to worry about sticky pistons, or if I need slime blocks or anything like that. So let's go ahead and just clean this out real quick. Go ahead and make blocks out of everything I can. Turn that off. But yeah, so that's a nice little farm addition here. Let's go ahead and get back to... Let's go ahead and head back home. All right, so let's take a look at a couple of the other farms that I've been working on here. So, if you remember back in last episode, I was talking a lot about how I needed to get some a wood farm going. So that's exactly what I did. I have a wood farm here that is working pretty well. Let's see if I've got any. Okay, so I don't have any. I've got a little bit of bone meal in here. Let's go ahead and take a look and see how this works. So if I come under here, jump here, we've got some oak saplings here. I can go ahead and turn it on here, and what that does is it turns on a dispenser up here that drops TNT. I think I am out of TNT right there because I was using this a bunch earlier. So I'm going to convert that into like a TNT duper or something like that. But for right now, we won't worry about the TNT blowing up. We'll just come here. If I stand right here, let's turn it on. If I stand right here and I place, and I can just keep placing my trees and they grow out. And we'll go ahead and turn that. Oh, I do have some TNT left. So we can come here, and when it blows up, it filters everything down to there. And we can take a look right here, and we get some oak logs. So let's just keep that going for just a second and see how much TNT we actually have. Yeah, I don't think we have any more. Yeah, that would have just triggered TNT, I think. Give it another second. Yeah, there's no more TNT up there. So, let me just go up there and show you kind of what's going on. Ooh, do I have enough scaffolding to get up there? Maybe. Alright, so we get up here, and we've got a etho hopper clock that controls how often the TNT fires, and I think I've got 25 items. So as this goes across, it triggers this observer, and that observer then triggers this dispenser TNT. TNT lands on that and blows all that up. So that's kind of how that works. Gotta have TNT in there for it to work, but we will work on that here in a little bit. I might create a TNT duper. You'll see why in just a second, but let's go ahead and come down here, and I'm going to steal a little bit of the bone meal out of here. Let's see. Yeah, there's enough there that I can take some. And let's go to the other farm that I've made. And right here. So this is a netherwood farm. And one of the things that I've really enjoyed doing in this series in particular is building with the Nylium? Is that the name of it? Let's go down and take a look. This is the little storage area for it. The warp stem. I like the look of the warp stem with the deep slate. So I wanted to make sure I had a way to get a lot of that, and I definitely have that now. I'm getting a ton here. And let's go ahead and go up, and I'm going to put some more bone meal in here. So if I put, let's do, yeah, that'll work. So we'll do that on that side, come over here, do that on that side. And if I turn this on right here, this is a loud one, but what it's doing is it's bone mealing until it gets a stem, and then we've got TNT. Those are actually TNT dupers that drop TNT down onto these two pieces of obsidian and blows those up. So I've got a lot of different things kind of going on here. We've got a bone meal machine, and we also have a way to collect the stem that comes down. So let's take a look at that underneath here. And we've got, this is the warp stem. This is the crimson stem. We've got a way to get shroom lights now. And then both of these are for the compost. And it just composts everything else that comes through here. So I do get quite a bit of bone meal. It doesn't create enough bone meal to keep it running, though. Like, I couldn't just pass this back up into it and have enough bone meal to keep this running. So we've got two very bone meal heavy farms under here now. So I think one of the next farms that I'm going to build is a what is it, a moss farm? And if you build a moss farm, they can definitely double as a bone meal farm. So they create enough bone meal for you to keep them running and enough bone meal to run another farm as well. So I think that's going to be the next on my list, and I'm going to build. Let me go ahead and get this turned off. Give that just a second. Go ahead and toss the things I picked up into there. I need to go put those oak saplings back in the other farm. But, so that'll keep us in that wood. And if I come this way, the other farm's right up here. Let's go ahead and drop these back off in here. Okay. So the really neat thing about this farm is if you're standing right here, this is going to shoot more oak saplings at you. So you never have to worry about running out. It collects them for you and then dumps them back. So that's really nice. But yeah, so we've got two different wood farms. And what I'm probably going to do is use this section either right over here, or if I go down, into this little hole here, I might use this section over here as a bone meal and moss farm. And I'll probably, I think I'm gonna do it down here. It just seems like a better place to do it because it's not a super pretty farm, and just probably take up from about here over to about here. It's going to be, 10 or 12 blocks or so deep. So it'll probably go from about there to maybe here, and probably to about right here. And then back to about here. Looks about right. And it will be a few. It's kind of a tileable farm. It's the same farm that I made in my 1-block series, but it worked really well there, and I'm going to build that same one there. And that should keep us in bone meal. So that'll be really nice. Yeah, I'm hopeful that that's going to work out well. So I cleaned up our storage area here just a little bit, trying to make sure that we've got a good way to get at everything. I could go turn this into bone meal too. And these farms are working really well. They're starting to produce as well as I would probably expect them to. Let's go ahead and dump some of that in there. I think, and I'm pretty sure some of you had even commented on this or during a live stream, that the bamboo farm that I have up there, it's fine for what I'm doing here, but I think that y'all might have been right, that maybe there's the big field of bamboo where you use a flying machine to come across and sweep it is a better option. This is just taking forever, and if I had that other bamboo type farm, especially with as useful as bamboo is now, it would make a pretty big difference in not needing to get wood in any other way. Like, I'd be able to use that for my I'd be able to use that solely for my wood instead of needing to keep using a farm like this where it's taking a whole lot of bone meal to keep running. And this is a great farm. I really like it. I think it's a fun one to build. It's a fun one to use. And I like the blocks, so that's good. Let's see, what else did we do? Oh, when we were exploring to try to find a swamp, I finally found some mangrove trees. So I went ahead, I found a little mangrove swamp area. So I went ahead and grabbed a couple of the propagules or whatever they're called and just planted a few of them right here. So now I think we officially have every kind of tree. So I can come back in here. I've even got some of the propagules in my house over here. So I think we've got every kind of tree, so we can make any kind of wood that we want. We don't have a farm for each of them. It's all manual right now. The only farms we have are for oak. I want to say that I can use that same farm for birch, but I'm not completely. I think I can. So we've got jungle, Arcadia, birch, spruce, cherry, dark oak, and mangrove. So I think that's all. Am I missing one? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if I'm missing one of the tree kinds. So we've got that. What else do we need to take a look at? I think the next thing I'm going to do, ooh, let's see what this guy's got on him. Hey, buddy. Ooh, you have nothing that I need at all. Alright, we'll leave you alone. Come over here, and I'm probably gonna sit at our mob farm over here for a second, just to get a few more. Well, let's check and see if we've got any bones down here first. Let's see what our... Oh, we do have some bones. Let's go ahead and just collect up the bones here. And we can use that to feed some of those other farms for a minute. Oops. There's not many bones still over here. Tell you what, I need to get some more gunpowder as well. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and AFK at this farm for just a little bit. Get some gunpowder, because these are the last of my rockets. And then I'll have some bones and some gunpowder I can use here, which will be nice. So let's go ahead and drop down here. Turn this farm on. Head on up. And we'll let this run for a little bit. Get some gunpowder, get some bones, and feed in our bone meal and make some more rockets. All right, I'll see you in a minute. All right, that wasn't too terribly long of an AFK section. Probably only 5 or 10 minutes, but we'll jump down. I accidentally threw out a couple of my rockets as I was sitting up there. Okay, let's turn the farm off and give it just a second. Make sure everything is clear. Grab some arrows while I'm over here because I need some of those. All right, let's go ahead and jump down. And let's see how we did. All right, we've got some. Alright. Not much, but enough to make another couple rounds of rockets, which is all I really wanted. I'll come AFK over here for a night one day and really take care of everything I need. Let's go ahead and put that back up there. Alright. So, let's fly back. And... am I going the right way? I am not. Yes, I am. Okay. Go ahead and fly back, make some more rockets, and then we can go check out. Let's go through this way because I just like it. Ooh. I leveled off all of this area as well. I forgot to mention that. So now we can kind of build whatever we want in here because it's all leveled off, and I think I've got it all mob proofed, but we'll find out. I'm glad I went this way because this is where I need to be, because I need to come grab some of these guys. Let's just grab those. And do I have? I do. Turn those into paper. And we'll do some rockets. And we'll get out our white shulker box. Drop that there. There we go. Plenty of rockets. Well, not plenty, but enough rockets. I'm going to go ahead and put the paper in there as well. Let's take that out. Put that back over here. All right, let's drop off up here. Let's refill here with a bunch of bone meal. I have a skeleton farm that I'm going to go steal a bunch of bone meal from as well. Now we can dump that in here. Alright, so I'm going to have to do something about my TNT duper there. So I need to solve that issue at some point, because making TNT is not something I wanted to do. Yeah, I originally thought about keeping this TNT free. Oh, that's not going to last there. I need to break that. I originally thought that I might try to keep this as a, like, free of TNT duping, but there's, I made a TNT duper to help me find netherite. So I was using like a tunnel bore to help find netherite in the nether, and it's just too easy. And so, yeah, I'm gonna be okay with that because it's my world, and really play the game how you want to play because it's fun. Well, thanks for joining me today. I know it was more of a show and tell type episode, but we'll get back into some building episodes and things like that here soon. I really appreciate you joining me. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, and if you want to be notified of any future videos, hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out, and I definitely appreciate all the great things that all the great comments and suggestions I've received. I am going to start doing live streams. I haven't figured out the exact best time yet, but I'll keep the channel notified when that starts. So, all right. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, y'all.